I'm MacLeod. I live up in Uig in Lewis. I run a business called Seatrek. Seatrek's really involved in whale watching, passenger carrying, tourist trips, commercial work. It probably started about early 1980s. That's when I started doing it first, on a part-time basis, and probably for the last 18, 20 years it's been, 20 years I would say it's been pretty much full on, certainly seasonal through the summers, April to September, and then on demand after that. We've got two types of boat we use. We use a rigid inflatable, it's a delta rib, and they're one of them, we've got two of them. The main one is a 9.5 metre delta rib with an inboard diesel on it. It's got seating for 12 on it, and that is the boat that's used for most of the local work, the short trips, accelerating trips, the wildlife trips, etc. We run that about the Uig area, but then we have taken as far as Oban and right up to Orkney. We also have a big hard boat. It's called Lachlan, and that's an Interceptor 42, and that's the one we use mainly now for the day trips, St Kilda, Flannan Isles, or on demand where people want to go. Each day is different. You may see, hopefully we'll see seals anyway, we're guaranteed of them. Dolphins, we see them pretty often. Porpoise, basking shark, various whales, minke whales, pilot whales, killer whales, humpbacks, the list goes on. You see strange things like sunfish. In fact, one day this year I saw 3 sunfish together. Never ever seen that. In fact, I'd never seen more than one. And it's nice to see the 3 of them together. So whether the waters are getting warmer and they're coming here, or it's just luck on the day to be in the right place, it's always interesting. But it's fantastic for people to see these things, because we'll be just motoring along and all of a sudden, bass shark will appear pretty close to you. You just stop, switch the engine off, and it'll just keep going. And it's even for us a buzz, and we see a lot of them. But for these passengers, you'll never ever forget that. The tourism side, and still on the boats, we do commercial hire. We do maybe 4 or 5 filming projects each year. What varies from a BBC to small film companies, from a few hours hire to a few weeks sometimes, and that can vary from all sorts of things. We also do probably the radio hams, as they call themselves, are probably one of the strangest ones we do. Is people want to go out to a very remote island and broadcast to the world for about 24 hours and get off again. We get inquiries for them quite often, so they're different. And just people want to go and look at islands. We were up in Solskjaer earlier on this year with one person, and he wanted to go to Solskjaer and he was going to pay for the boat himself, and it's fine. Different. For the other side of the boats, we do a lot of boat training for the private sector, but mainly for the commercial sector. And that's to getting people through their professional qualifications in powerboats. And it's quite intensive. There's a lot of work involved in that, so you just don't turn up and sit the test and wander off again. It's a lot of hard work. People have put a lot of work into themselves, a lot of studying, navigation, compass work, tides, and then obviously what we very often find is that the guys are very good at driving the boats, but it's just a finer tuning with the navigation and what's required, and working at night. It doesn't come quite so easily to everyone. Every day is different. You go out there, you don't know what you're going to see. The weather conditions are different. Some days can be pretty horrible. The next day it can be just absolutely stunning. And I think it is a variety in it. Different place, and certainly even through the winter I'm in a different place not every day, but certainly every week I'm in a different place. I was up in Scrabster just 3 days ago, delivering a boat down to Malig and Torridon and these places. So you get to see a different place all the time, meeting different people. On my training course I'm meeting different people, spend a day with them, a few days. Obviously in the boat you meet a lot of people, because you can maybe have up to 50 people a day in the boat, so it's never as easy as people think. People look from the outside and they say, that looks quite easy, but a lot of people put a lot of work into making the whole thing work. And obviously the more we do, the more people good people I need, and luckily I've got some very good people working with me, helping me get through it, and they work very well as a team. and but people can call in at short notice, and it's amazing how people will help out at very short notice. So that makes it easier, but it's still not easy.